If you guys have been looking to find out how to best log your food on the myfitnesspal app, you've come to the right spot. Logging all of your food can give you guys some really good insight as to what you're actually putting in your body and the changes necessary to change your body composition and get the physique of your dreams, feel better, look better, and achieve your fitness goals. So that's something that interests you guys. Keep on watching. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a great day thus far. As you can see from the title of the video, I'm going to be talking about how you can accurately log your food on the myfitnesspal app and do it to a T. So I noticed a lot of my clients struggling to use the application properly, so I thought it would be only appropriate that I address it today. First things first, you are going to go to the App Store and you are just going to simply search up myfitnesspal. And you're just going to go ahead and download the one with the blue icon right here. So now once you've downloaded the myfitnesspal app, you're just going to go to it and you're going to sign up for an account. One of the problems that some of my clients talk to me about is you'll put in your goals. So let's say I want to lose weight. We'll say I'm lightly active. Here's the problems. I'm male. You need to be 18 to use this app. So to bypass that, you lie about your age. But the problem with that is that the calories that it will give you are not accurate. So we're just gonna go ahead and say, I'm born in 1969, I live in Canada, seems legit. 5'7", let's say I'm 65 kilos. My goal weight is 62 kilos. I wanna lose 0.5 recommended. And then I'm going to simply input one of my emails and I'll catch you guys after I do that. So now I've inputted my email and everything. You're just going to click on accept all. And at this point, it should give you a calorie goal. So here it is. 1,500 calories is what I should be eating for my goals. If you're lying about your age, which if you're under 18, you kind of have to, I would recommend going on Safari and I'll show you guys what to do here. So you're just gonna go ahead and look up calorie calculator. You're just gonna click on the first one. And here what you're gonna do is you're just gonna input all of your actual info. So if you're under 18, put your actual age here and it'll give you a more accurate assessment. And once you get that number, we're just gonna skip all this. You're just gonna click on more, you're gonna go on goals, you're gonna go on calories, carbs, and fats, and you can edit them accordingly to what that website gives you. So to log your first meal, all you're gonna do is click on the plus button, you're gonna click on food, you're gonna click on whatever meal you're having that day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever, go on breakfast for example, and you're just gonna add whatever you ate. So let's say I ate a red apple, add. Just for the sake of example, I wouldn't actually recommend logging it that way. I would recommend weighing it out, but we'll get into that later. To scan a barcode, all you have to do is go add food, click on scan barcode, your camera should pop up as so. There you guys are. And you're just gonna take your item and you're just gonna scan it and it'll automatically add it. To log your water intake, all you're gonna do is click on the plus, click on water, and add the appropriate amount of water, whatever your goal is. I recommend having around a gallon a day if you can. If you do that, I mean, it's pretty healthy. You're gonna find your skin clears up. It's gonna give you extra energy. Always stay hydrated. If it's not 4 liters for you, 2 liters, just make sure you're getting enough water. Log your exercise. First of all, I don't recommend it because it's super inaccurate, but if you wanted to, pick whatever it is, cardio, strength training, etc. Strength training, select the exercise, so it could be, I don't know, push-ups, it's not a thing, amount of sets, whatnot. I don't really recommend it, it's really not necessary, but that's how you would go about doing it. To log your weight, just click on weight. you can add a progress picture, and that's kind of where the MyFitnessPal community comes into play. You can use MyFitnessPal as if it was a social media platform. You can share your progress, and it kind of gives you an incentive to keep going. You get the accountability from other people in the community, which can be beneficial. I've never gotten into it, but I suppose you can if you would like to do so. To check your macronutrients that you've eaten on that particular day, you're simply just going to go onto diary, then you're going to go on remaining, and on this page here you'll see how much protein you've had, how many carbs, fiber, sugars, etc. Just swipe through these, make sure you're hitting all of your goals that your coach has you on, or whichever ones that you find most appropriate for your goals. And lastly, if you guys want to save a bunch of time, go on the plus button, click food, we'll say we're having a lunch, and what you can actually do is go to recipes, plus button, and create a recipe. You can add it from the web, or you can add the ingredients manually, and what essentially that'll do is instead of having to log an entire recipe every single time you eat it, you can create a recipe, and then whenever you eat that recipe, just log it, and it's super quick and efficient. Definitely recommend that if you have a go-to meal that consists of a lot of different stuff. So that's basically how you use MyFitnessPal. There's other cool features you can use with Premium. There's another few interesting things you can do without Premium, but that's just the essential parts of MyFitnessPal that you need to know to log your food appropriately. If I could give you guys any advice about MyFitnessPal, is one, don't get obsessed with it. I know a lot of people that don't use it wisely and they've developed eating disorders because of it. Don't do this, okay? If you overdo it on one day, don't worry about it. It's really not a big deal. Food is fuel, and ultimately it's going to give you energy the next day, so don't dwell on it. And one last tip I could just give you guys is make sure that you log your oil or butter that you cook with. A lot of people forget to log this stuff, and it's super calorie dense, so please be careful, please be wary. If you're trying to put yourself in a calorie deficit, those extra 200-300 calories is what makes the difference, so make sure that you log that. Lastly, as I touched on briefly earlier in the video, don't use cups, measuring cups, super inaccurate. It's really not the best way to log your food. If I could recommend anything, is to just get like a $20-$40 scale for food. It's really not that expensive, and that way you can measure them by grams and ounces, which is a lot more accurate than if you're doing it by cup. Regardless, I hope this video gave you guys some value. If it did, I would really appreciate if you guys could like, share, and subscribe, and comment if you guys have any other questions, and I hope to see you guys soon. Cheers.